Yo, people, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel, man. Welcome back to the Midday Live. We are here, man. We are here. Well, some of us are here. Some of us are hiding. LB, where are you? Get here right now. You're going to get cooked. You're going to get fried. You know the ones there. Don't go anywhere. You know what I mean? Dan Potts will be here as well. And then Don will be here as well, man. You know them ones there. But George, what are you telling me, man? You know what I mean? Who's got the 3-point collectors today? I'm a raise my hand. We got 3 points. Three.
You did.
You get 3 points?
No, I didn't. I didn't get 3 points. And you know what? We'll give it to you guys.
Oh, man.
First 3 points of the season, I didn't. So I'll hold it. I'll hold my smoke. I'll hold my hands up. Shit. You know, I ain't got nothing. But, hey, where's LB, man? Where's LB?
Where are you, man?
On the table right now, man. I need to talk.
Listen, we need to cook him, bro, because we could just say that's your first loss of the season. That was a little bit of a blip. You know them ones there. Shout out to Dan Potts as well. We're going to cook Arteta as well. You can join the cooking as well if you want to. You know what I mean?
I will. Trust me, I will.
You know what I'm saying?
No joining of the cooking. Dan gets cooked too. I don't care if you don't want Arteta. He gets cooked too. You're an Arsenal fan.
Okay. And here he is.
You can cook me.
Here he is. Here he is.
Mr. Top on the table.
I like LB.
Yo, we're talking transfers today, boys.
No,
Come on,
we got park off.
Transfer deadline day.
Nah, brother.
Donnarumma, here we go. Come on, man.
Take your time, bro. You had the audacity to come and talk to me, about you lot don't deserve to be winning this game. You lot don't deserve to be winning that game. It's the absolute shocking statement. Man City fourth. But, bro, you, man, have gone back-to-back losses, bro. But let's wait till Rodri's back. Let's wait till he's back, bro. You, man, got dealt with yesterday, bro. Dealt with. Emergency streams I'm seeing. You get me? On the YouTube, bro. You get me? Wagwan LB, bro. What's going on, man? I'm telling you. You, man, are vulnerable. And I said it in the first game. That Wolves game, I'm telling you now, it papered a lot of cracks. There was a lot of individual quality in that game. Good individual quality. I think Reiner's on that day, quality. On that day against a sorry Wolves. When he came against Tottenham, you got dealt with. Brighton, dealt with, man. You know what I'm saying? And then, bro, Manchester Derby in a couple of weeks. 3 losses in a row. How dare you? Title challenges. Bro. How much you lot spent? How much you lot spent on Turkey?
Not enough. Not fucking enough,
Turkey.
Mate.
And he's out for 2 months, by the way. Listen, hope he gets better. You know what I'm saying? But he's out for 2 months. Brother, Doku's still there. Grealish is cooking at Everton. You lot were the problem. Man City were the problem. Look at him over there. He's even tweeting, He's even tweeting. I played 3 games in a row. He's got the shackles are off. Pep Guardiola, man. Is he the problem? And then, bro, the defense. He said, listen, I'm not even going to crash it on Cousinov because I don't think it was bad, But you were like, yo, bring him in.
Good, bro. What are you saying?
No, I'm not saying he was bad because I thought he had a good game. But there was a lot of City fans saying, yo, you know what I mean? Still, your defense is bad, though. Your defense is still bad.
Yeah, bro, what are you talking about? Our defense is bad, man. Have you seen who we've got a right back, bro?
Who you got a right back?
Nunes and Rico Lewis. We don't have a right back at the football club. You want to know the honest answers to why City are in this position, It's because since the treble year, our signings have not been anywhere near the levels that they need to be. Yeah? Let me just give you some examples. Riyad Mahrez. Left the football club.
Yeah.
We replaced him with Jeremy Doku. Yeah?
Why?
Cole Palmer left the football club. We replaced him with Savio. 2 downgrades. Yeah? Kyle Walker has left the football club. Greatest Premier League right back of all time. We've not even replaced the geezer. We're literally gone, nah, we don't even need to replace you, bro. Yeah, we'll just leave that. Not replace. Yeah, centre backs. Treble year, Diaz, unbelievable. Diaz now, not that great. Yeah, left back is not too bad. Yeah, Bernardo in midfield, declined. Yeah, we have no actual decent winger at the football club.
What? Oscar Bob?
Whoa. Wait a sec, yeah. Hang on a minute. I'm talking about this is a team that's meant to be challenging to win the Champions League and the Premier League. I like Oscar Bob. I think the guy's a cold baller, but he shouldn't be a starting winger at Manchester City. He should be a rotator.
My days.
Yeah, I used to have fucking Mahrez, Sterling, Stanis.
Mamouche.
We're cooking, man. We're cooking, bro. We got Turkey. We got Reinders, man. We're cooking, man. You were doing all this after game week 1, bro. This you come on the show saying all this. You were telling me, no. Let me speak. We're doing our stuff. I told you guys, don't write us off. You were doing all of this, and now it's our transfers have been rubbish. You were gassing up all your transfers when they come. Nico Gonzalez, Echeverry. You're doing up all these watches for all these random players. Yeah, watch. Yeah, let me do compilation watch. You're doing up all of this, gassing everyone up when they sign, but now it's these signings ain't good enough. These
They're
signings
not good enough.
So why was you gassing them when they signed? Why have you gassed every single signing when they
because
signed?
because these signings that we've made this year I think are decent. I like the signings that we've made this year. Reinders, Cherky, and Nori. I like the signings, but it's not enough. It's not enough. I need more, man. We're so far away from the treble quality, man. It's unbelievable. That treble year,
Let's get top 4 this year, brother. Top 4's
I think we're probably out of the top 4 race now. I'll be real with you.
Top 4 race,
which is mad. But this is what happens when you don't replace quality. Yeah, you can't let players like Mahrez and Walker walk out the football club and either A, not replace them at all in the case of our right back, or B, replace them with some mad potential guy that ain't worked out. Yeah, this is what's happened, man. I don't know why this has gone on, but since the treble year, we've changed strategy in the market. We've gone down this potential route, which I fucking hate. I always get onto Chelsea for doing it because I think it's a shit strategy because you basically hope and pray that the player comes good, which is a fucking dumb strategy anyway because half the time they don't come good. Yeah, and this is what's happened, man. Yeah. We need quality players. I need more players like Reinders, like quality players, 26-year-old ballers. But the thing is, like this is why I get pissed off because 2 years ago, right, I wanted Bruno Guimaraes from Newcastle. Yeah, and the club decided that they're not going to spend the 100 million quid on him. They said it was too expensive, right? And I remember people getting on to me at the time saying, oh, you stop moaning that you're not spending 100 million. It's not FIFA, blah, blah, blah. We can't spend 100 million pound on every player, right? Well, nice one. You've now spent 50 million pound on Nunes and 50 million pound on Nico Gonzalez, and neither of them are anywhere near the level of...
What about that Nico Gonzalez? You know what we're talking about is like baby Rodri.
You Man City fans... No. Who the fuck said that? I've never seen that anywhere, man.
No, I swear down, chat.
I've never seen one City fan say that.
No, I'm not having this.
No.
Baby Rodri. We've got our Rodri replacement or backup when he's there and that. Bro,
do you know what? LB, maybe you didn't say it, but City fans were saying it, bro.
They were saying it, bro.
They were saying baby Rodri.
You can't listen. Football's a very simple game, yeah? You buy the best players and you fucking win tournaments and you win trophies. Yeah, why are Liverpool going to win the league this year and win trophies, man? Yeah, but you're overrated as well. Yeah, don't worry, man. I'll be right.
They might finish above you. I reckon they're going to finish above you.
We finished above Manchester City trophy. Come on.
No, they don't mean that. They're going to be the terrorists more than you lot.
If they finish above us and win fuck all, you think I'm going to give one fuck? You think I care?
If we come World Cup, bro, they don't need to win anything now.
You think I care, bro? You think I care that Arsenal finished above me last year? You think, honestly, ask me how much I care. Go on, ask me.
Do you care that we did?
I don't care, man.
But you will care if other teams are winning trophies in your ring.
LV, do you care that we
win trophies? Then I'll care, but I won't care.
They won 0 trophies last year. 0.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a serious question, LB. Right. So in the last 4 windows, bro, you bought around about 20 players, but only really 16 of them are like the ones that you would class as like going into your team, right? And I would say there's only 4 of them in those 4 windows that I'm like fair, like fucking good.
Who are those 4?
those 4, Reinders, I know he ain't done yet, but I do think he's a baller, bruv. I think he's an excellent player. But you can question mark even that one if you wanted to, right? Marmoush, who I think is a good player, personally, right? Vardiel, maybe a question mark, but I think he's done well for City, in my opinion.
100%, he's a baller. Yeah.
There you go, right? And Haaland, okay? The other ones that have come in alongside that are Calvin Phillips, Akanji, who I think's done well, to be fair. That could probably be another one.
Yeah.
But obviously, I think he's going. I think there's rumours that he could be going. Doku, not for me. Nunes, not for me.
No.
Kovacic, not really for me. Savinho, not really.
You know what I mean, bro? Look at the flops, yeah. These man got flops.
Oh, I'm not done yet. Huzanov, Vitor Hayes, Nico
bad.
Gonzalez, Turkey.
How much was Nico Gonzalez, by the way?
James Trafford.
60 million. 60.
50 million, man. Why are you in Spain? You're not on Euros.
60 million euros. 60 million euros.
$75 million if you want to be wrong.
Bro, that's 52 million, man. But the difference is here, guys. They want to talk about spending. But look at them.
My point is, I'm not trying to cook Man City too much. I think it's mad for me.
Oh, let's cook them, man.
Yeah, no, but I in terms of like overall, right? I'm gonna say this. I think you've got away with people not talking about how bad the recruitment has been, LB. I've got to be honest.
Well, people are speaking about it now, and it's right to speak about it. We've not bought quality players. We've bought too many project players, too many players that are like, you need these like fucking massive increases in performances, and it just doesn't happen. That's why I think buying this youth player strategy, I've never liked it. This is why I always get onto Chelsea about it, man. I think it's a dead strategy. Because
don't worry about
what it is, bro.
The reason
it's
I'm
hope
not
and
too
pray.
hard on you is because Don's coming, man. I don't want to be
Yeah, Don go.
I don't want to be
deal
right
with
now.
Don, yeah, this guy telling me Sanchez is a good goalkeeper. And what? We'll have that conversation in a minute. Yeah, but the point is, you have to buy legit players. You have to buy players at a top level, man. Yeah, and that's what we used to do. We used to buy players who were already nearly world class, maybe not world class, but nearly there. Yeah, the Kyle Walkers, the Bernardo Silvas, the Kevin De Bruyne's, players who've been doing it in big league, and that's what we've done with Reinders. That's why I think Reinders a great signing. But too recently, we've been going far too down on the sort of fucking player development scale, and we're buying players like Savio, one good year at Girona, and now he's our starting winger. Doku fucking had 2,000 minutes for Stade Rennes, and you're putting him in. Do you get what I'm saying? You see where we've gone wrong here? And then we've not even replaced Kyle Walker. We've not even got a right back at the football club to replace the greatest Prem right back of all time. You didn't even buy anyone. The transfer, for me, it's all about transfers, man. That's where you fucking win and lose. And our transfers in the last 2 years.
Why haven't you guys done any transfers in the last 8 weeks? Because since obviously the new transfer window opened up, what you guys have done is these goalkeeper dealings. When it's been clear that the goalkeeper, like you guys had Ortega, he was a good enough goalkeeper. You could say he's better than Trafford anyway. So Trafford wasn't a priority. And now you've got Donnarumma, who again wasn't a priority. Why have you guys not gone in the window to go get a right back or another forward, like another player of top quality? Because I don't know about you guys. I've been sitting there waiting.
Pep wants a small squad. Pep wants a small squad, he said.
No, but you can still get rid of players and replace them.
Do a big move these whole couple of weeks. Like,
it's got nothing to do with the squad, though. It's got nothing to do with the size of the squad. It's to do with the quality of the squad. You guys are missing the point. We've always had a small squad. Always had small squad City, yeah? People always used to go on like we had 2 players in every position. It was bollocks. We had a quality squad of 16, 17 players. Quality, yeah? I look at the team now. I'm like, how many world-class players do you think we've got in our team? Right now. Rodri. Based off of like 4.
Haaland.
Yeah.
Rodri and Haaland.
Probably just them two.
All right, okay. Let me go through the treble year, yeah? Ederson that year was world class. Walker was world class. Diaz and Stones were world class. Ake was the best left back in Europe for me. Rodri was world class. Gundogan was world class. Kevin De Bruyne was world class. Bernardo Silva kept Mahrez out of the team. Yeah, and Haaland scored 52 goals. Yeah, now I'm talking like individual seasons.
I get what you mean, though. Yeah, they were all
9 players. Yeah, and then we had. Do you know? Let me tell you something. Yeah, you know, in that Champions League final. Let me tell you some of the names that were on the bench in that Champions League final. Right? It'll blow your mind. Julian Alvarez, bench Champions League final. Phil Foden, benched Champions League final. Kyle Walker, benched Champions League final. Who else was on there? Did we start Laporte?
Grealish.
Grealish started. Who else was on there? There was another one. Might have been Laporte as well. Do you see the quality that we had? And we've not replaced the quality. We let the quality leave the football club, and we've not replaced the quality. You cannot allow to let players like Mahrez leave, who leaves with 30 to 40 G&A every season, and not replace the numbers. And then people
are you annoyed as well, LB, that like you've allowed some of your youth to just go as well? Because you look at Cole Palmer and Lavia and Morgan Rogers and some of these guys that have come in. I know some of them might not have been ready back then, but do you not think maybe you should have given them another couple of years?
The only one that we should not have left, and this isn't hype, this isn't sort of whatever, I said it at the time, was Cole Palmer. That's the only one that we should not have left the football.
Oh, this is all nice. This is all cute. Lewis, what do we do with you today, Lewis, eh? What do we do with you today, Lewis?
You want to have the Sanchez conversation?
Because when a lot of Chelsea fans like to tell you about what was going on with Chelsea's recruitment when Roman was fucking up the last few years, you don't want to hear it.
You won the Champions League.
So now we're doing the trophy thing because
I always do the trophy thing.
He's won trophies, but has he been happy with his recruitment?
Has he won the Champions League? Has he won the Champions League?
Has he been happy with his recruitment? How often did we challenge, bro? Yeah. We won the league and we finished 33 points below Man City the year after, bro. Yeah, 33 points.
You're acting as if this.
You see what I mean? This is what I'm saying, people. You see the energy? You see how the enery is different? It's all right for LB to complain about the recruitment.
Come in and make this all about
LB. It's all right for LB to complain
about. Hang on a minute. I say the same thing about your shit. This is the same thing. I'm saying the same thing.
It's all right for you to complain about the recruitment that you're seeing right now. But every single time Chelsea fans tell you about the recruitment and how it papered over the cracks when we won the Champions League and that, you don't want to hear it. I saw you on Straight Facts the other day talking to David. David told you the same thing. Yes, we won the Champions League. Even Terry told you the same thing. Terry told you the Chelsea fans came on happy, but away from all of that, they told you this is papering over the cracks. We have not competed for the league in a long time, bro. We had guys like fucking Kai Havertz and Werner on all these, man. Zappa Costa, Bakayoko. Don't let me go through the whole team that we had, right? Because most of what Roman won was in the first 10 years when the recruitment was patterned, right? Chelsea started to fall off when the recruitment was shit. Yeah, when the recruitment was shit. And I lived through the time when the recruitment was good, right? So don't try and give me no bullshit going forward about, oh, Chelsea this and Chelsea that. You man can't talk about that. Roman still won you things when we're telling you the exact same thing that you're saying now. That's number one. Yeah.
But hang on a minute.
And number two.
Wait a second. Yeah. Wait a sec. Because my problem with Chelsea's transfer strategy is that it's so focused on youth. That's it. So
you told you that. Youth, but we're bringing youth with quality because I'm sure there's a lot of young players at Chelsea that
you might be bringing with youth with quality, but that's the fundamental issue I have with Chelsea's transfer strategy. And then all you Chelsea fans start seeing your ass for some reason.
LB, so you wouldn't take Caicedo right now, then, yeah?
Bro, I'd take a lot of your players.
There we go then. So fuck their age, because you would take Esteban right now, wouldn't you? Yeah. And Esteban,
I'd take half of your players at the moment. Yeah, but that's not the point. When you start moaning about what I say about Chelsea, it's because I just think you need to sprinkle a little bit of fucking age and a bit of experience into the team.
Fuck the age. I care more about the quality, bro. Yeah, there's a lot of guys right now that I'm not taking ahead of Esteban, and they're older than Esteban, right? I don't give a fuck about Palmer's age either. Palmer's young, yeah, but he's quality, bro. Caicedo is young, but he is quality. You were speaking about the quality issues in your team. But if you look at my team, there's many players that you'll pick out and want to be starting for Man City, bro.
Garnacho quality, man.
Yeah, listen, Garnacho might do better than Doku because he did. He's had a better Premier League career than Doku. He's had a better Premier League career.
Is he a better player, Don?
Hey, he's more effective than him. That's for sure, blood. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, listen.
So you're
Shirley, that's my Shirley now.
Yeah.
That's my Shirley now.
I hear it.
I'm telling you something. Let me tell you something, bro. Yeah, that defense of yours, you better fucking fix that defense of yours. Finish above me and make sure that you compete for the league as well. Because I'm sick and tired of you.
I don't do the finish up both team.
Sick and tired of you yapping on, right? Last week I showed the man them the video of you going on about, well, we're looking at Donovan then. Yeah, but now you're getting him in, blood. Yeah, now you're getting him in. I'm gonna be watching bare games. I can't wait to play you, man, and press that Goliath in the goal, yeah, and let man just pass the ball to us every single time, blood. Yeah, everyone, when you play Man City, press Donnarumma. Press Donnarumma and you're gonna get some joy. Yeah, everyone's gonna get something. You know what I'm saying? Press that guy and you will get some joy because he doesn't like the ball at his feet, bruv. Yeah, he doesn't like the ball at his feet. Yeah, You need to remember, Roms, you as well, blood. You keep talking about these man about, oh, Man City always start off slow. They haven't got the all-timers that they used to have. How many goal contributions did KDB used to get, blood? Yeah, stay on mute. Stay on mute, in fact. Stay on mute, blood.
I'm not reactionary. I still have them second. They're still going to be our closest challenger.
No, but they finished second, man.
Game week 3.
It's still
Game week 3
games
or
in.
not.
It's 3
I don't give a shit, bro. They've been playing like this for over a year. They've been playing like this for over a year, bro. Yeah, this is not a game week 3 problem. I saw these man lose to what team was that? Al Hilal, whatever they're called in the Club World Cup. Yeah, I'm looking at these guys, bro. They used to have Mahrez. They used to have KDB. They used to have Gundogan in their prime. That era of Man City is done. Yeah,
but we chose that by the signing. This is why
end of an era, man.
End of an era,
we
bro.
haven't replaced the players.
End of an era, right?
We replaced the players with worse players.
You see, Rodri. See what Rodri said, by the way. He goes, I can't do it on my own.
I don't think Rodri's happy, man.
What happened to the Ballon d'Or, Rodri? Rise.
Well, because he's looking around and going, I'm playing with a lot weaker players now. I don't think
he's playing alongside Reinders though as well. He's not playing alongside Dodson.
Don't you not think eventually the Reinders, the Cherkis, the Marmouches, they will have an upturn in form with a Haaland? Like, we're going mad that City are going to stay like this throughout the course of the season. So I'll tell you for a fact, Don, they'll finish above you. You're coming on here yapping and whatnot. City will still finish above your club and probably have a chance.
I don't think so.
Oh yeah, the thing I can't lie, we could have finished above them.
I love to do this thing where he says, "Don't let me do this."
We could have finished above them last year.
Don't let me get that.
We were far from you, LB. You were far from you.
We could have finished above you last year. What the fuck?
You didn't win a game in like 12 games. You didn't win a game in like 12 games.
By the way,
Is that another trophy? We could have finished above Man
City
last year. Like,
the reason why I'm saying that is because Roms is saying it like it's so far stretched. Like it's so far. You know how many people I've heard, man? You know how many people I've heard predict Man City fourth? You know how many people I've heard predict Man City fourth?
I've picked him fourth.
A lot of people, yeah.
Exactly. So it's not a wild take to say Chelsea will finish above Man City.
I think that's because a lot.
I'm not saying it's a wild take. I don't know if it will happen.
A lot of people are overrating Chelsea.
That's your opinion.
Like, you and a lot of people are thinking that Chelsea is so good that you can make.
Thank you, George.
That goes above Manchester City. Yes, you talk about Manchester City's defensive problems. Have you looked at your own defensive problems and looked at your own centre back?
Talk to me about them. Talk to me about them.
Well, let's talk about it.
Let's stick on Chelsea.
We're going to get to talking about Man City. You see, look, he's coming with the script again, talking about Chalobah, right? I don't want to talk about Chelsea yet because I've got to go.
You brought Chelsea into this.
You come in the show and you turn the whole thing to Chelsea versus City.
I don't want to talk about Chelsea right now. I don't want to talk about Chelsea right now.
You're not going to do this, yeah? You're not going to do this. You tried to come in, you took over the show, and then you've done the comparison between Chelsea and City, and now you're saying, oh, I don't want to talk about Chelsea yet. No, don't bring up your
Yeah, because Saeed, this is what frustrates me about the conversations about Chelsea. Guys like Jules come with the same old script. The first thing you just said there, the first thing that you said there is, oh, Chalobah this, Chalobah that. Chalobah was arguably man of the match the other day. Chalobah arguably the other day was man of the match. And Chalobah, as much as I want to upgrade on this guy,
didn't deserve to win.
In a game that you didn't deserve to win. We're talking about. We'll talk about that after, right? But anyway, you lot like to come with the same script. You don't watch the games, right? How can our centre backs be so bad but have the third best defense?
We all watch the game. We just don't believe the same thing as you. You played against Fulham with Rodrigo Muniz, and you're like, yeah,
last game was the man of the match.
Two set pieces, by the way.
He
loves to speak about build up.
And another clean sheet. Another clean sheet, by the way. You know what I'm saying? A clean sheet against Palace, clean sheet against Fulham. Yeah, 1 goal conceded against West Ham, which was a banger. You know what I'm saying? We're right now unbeaten. Roms, me and you are unbeaten right now, Roms. Me and you are unbeaten. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
I'm still not convinced by you.
End of the day,
I'm still
Roms, bro. It's me. It don't make sense how our defense is so bad and all of these things, but somehow we've got Cucurella at fullback. Somehow we've got Reece and Gusto at fullback. Somehow we finished with the third best defense, but our defense is so bad.
Everyone spoke about your centre backs you have right now. Colwill is not there.
It's a
Don't talk about a record you had with Colwill there. You keep going back to stats from last season.
Caicedo's still there.
No. Bro, stop talking about Caicedo. We're talking about the centre back pairing.
Let's
I can't talk about Caicedo. He helps
He's
our
not-
centre back to defend.
No more.
He helps our
You
centre
do
back
this
to
thing
defend.
where you talk so much so nobody else can hear anyone because you know that you're done. You know your team's done.
Now go on, talk then, talk, bro. No, because
You know
I'm getting agitated. I'm getting agitated because that script is boring. It's boring the hell out of my life. It's a script. It's a script. It's a script.
It's not
quickly.
Madam, can we just stick on Man City for 1 second? So we're gonna get into Chelsea, trust me, yeah. But can we talk about Pep Guardiola? Like, what do you think is going wrong now with Pep Guardiola in terms of, is he overcomplicating it now? Is he? I'm not saying he's been found out because we have to still respect Guardiola, but I've seen a lot of City fans, and this is online fan base. We're not talking about the actual, fans that that take the club seriously. But there's a lot of people calling for Pep Guardiola's head. You know what I mean? Like, what's going on now? Maybe we'll start with LB. Guardiola, what's he doing wrong for you, like tactically?
I think his main issue at the moment is I don't think he's helping the team enough and protecting them enough, given their vulnerable state and their mentality issues. Because at the moment, when we concede a goal or something goes wrong, we crumble. Yeah, and that happens when your team has zero confidence, right? So at 1-0 yesterday, we get out in I thought we played all right yesterday, first half. Yeah.
First half, yeah, you did.
Did you see that stat from Brighton? They had the lowest amount of shots in the first half of their stadium in over a decade in that first half. So we limited Brighton's attack massively. They had one shot in the first half, the lowest in a decade at that stadium. Yeah, we were quite comfortable and we created quite a few chances. Yeah, in that first half. Second half, I don't know what happened at half time, but immediately in that second half we come out and we were dog shit. People saying to me, "Oh, it changed on a penalty." No, it didn't. Yeah, we was poor in that second half from 45th minute in the second half. Yeah. So what I think he needs to be doing in that situation personally is looking at it going, right, we're shit here. Like, we ain't playing well. I need to do something to help the team, to protect the players, to protect the 1-0 lead. And we don't do anything. They then get the penalty score. We then reactionary, we make a couple subs that didn't help either. And then in the end, we lost the game. So I don't think necessarily it's a tactical issue at the moment. I just think that I think he needs to help the team a little bit more when shit hits the fan, and before shit hits the fan, and be a bit more like proactive rather than reactive on the situation. So that's where I'm at with it. I still think fundamentally it's a quality issue, but I think Pep can do more. Like yesterday, for example, we're getting cooked in the second half. This is at 1-0 still, yeah? Why not throw Nico G on for Bernardo and have Rodri and Nico G, two players over 6 foot in that midfield, just dominating the midfield? And just shithouse a 1-0
Let's cut to the chase. This is all cute and that, yeah. Has he run his course at the club? Yeah. Is that the real question? Has he run his course at the club? Is it now time for Big Pep to bake off, go eat some paella, go drink some soul, yeah? Go spend time and rejuvenate himself with his missus and that. You know what I'm saying, Rob? Sometimes you need to take a little break on that because you've won everything, mate. Yeah. Has he run his course, LB? Yes or no, bro?
Maybe he has. I don't know. I mean, I think there's a serious chance that I think he leaves at the end of the year, man. That's my honest opinion, and that's not just off yesterday. I've been saying that before yesterday. I think he goes at the end of the year. The thing is, yeah, he was going to leave in the summer. He was going to leave this summer, just gone. Like, I'm absolutely convinced of that. But when we get to December last year and we're fucked, I think he thinks to himself, I can't leave like this. So he signs a new contract. Yeah. But I just think that if we finish 4th or 5th this year or whatever, I don't think he stays. I think he goes, man. So I think he goes at the end of the year, man. I'm not going to sit here and say he's fucking washed, but at the end of the day, everything comes to an end, doesn't it? So
everything comes to an end, man.
And maybe get to the end of this year and he just goes, you know what?
You don't want to do a Wenger, man. Where, you know what I mean?
No, exactly. I think I'm not saying the guy's finished or washed or whatever, but I do think there's a chance he leaves at the end of the year, man. I'll be real.
Yeah.
LB, do you think our secret agent's the problem, the other Pep? So Pep Squared, the Pep
Linders.
Bro, did you not watch us last year?
I said Pep Squared.
But Turkey being out for 2 months here, apparently that's to do with way Pep Linders is very, very what's the word I'm looking for? Like
demanding.
Intense, yeah, demanding. Apparently, we've heard so. Turkey being out for 2 months.
He used to take our training sessions more than Klopp. Like, he actually used to take the sessions.
Yeah, man.
He got a bit too big for his boots. I can't remember where he managed. Got sacked within like a couple months, and now he's back to being a number 2. He gets too big. I think he wrote his own book as well. Salzburg.
Yeah, Salzburg as well. You know what I mean? So, boy, watch
Are
out for them.
you saying that Chirk is a little bit too big boned to be doing,
Nah, bro, I ain't gonna say that. I ain't saying that. But I'm saying to you, though.
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause
Right
I know
now-
what happens.
What are you trying to say? What are you trying to say?
What I'm trying to say, Jules and Roms, yeah, is that I remember seeing Hazard at Chelsea and how a lot of our players used to say, Chelsea, he never used to do anything in training. He used to just walk about. Sometimes he never used to do his laces.
I was going to agree with you. Let me land my point.
Let me land my point. And then when Hazard went to Real Madrid, he's spoken about it himself. When he started to try it in training, he started to pick up more injuries, bro. That's what I'm saying. Cherky, we know Cherky is nonchalant. He probably doesn't really train much, and that now he's having to work. So do you think it will be a recurring problem? Is all I'm asking, bro.
I don't think so. I don't think it's a recurring problem. I think with players like him, you have to remember he's young. Plus, he's going into a level of the Premier League where it's way more intense than where he was at before. Plus, I think at Lyon, he probably had the luxury of, like you said there, I don't think he would have had to train that hard at Lyon because they had him for so many. He's an academy product of Lyon, isn't he? So they would have known the type of player he is, and they would have just been like, bro, do your thing. We know what you're going to bring on the weekend. Whereas now at Manchester City, he's been demanded to give his full effort 100% a week. We saw the thing I think a lot of players that come out of that league that are very similar, especially on those luxury type of players, those 10s. I think his body will get used to it though, over the next year or two. Like it's not.
I agree, man.
LB, what are you winning this year, LB? That's what I want to
I
know.
think we've got to send the domestics, man. I'll be real. I think we got to send the domestics, bro.
I
trying to do a little 2-2 cup double, man. Little 2-2 cup double, finishing a top five. We go again.
That won't do anything for you, man. Let's be honest, man. That won't do anything for Guardiola.
I need a Carabao, man. I've not had one in about 8 years, man. Get me a Carabao in my life. Yeah, I'll be right. Get me that.
That's crazy.
Your charges, man. It's a little bit too quiet right now. What's happening there, man?
Bro, I don't know, man.
When they beat that, done.
Inside fucking dials.
You know when everyone say they beat that? I don't think they beat as much as what's going on.
Yeah,
I need man
real talk though. If that came out this year, bro, this will be the beautiful ending, man. Like that would be sensational, bro. Guardiola leaves, they get charged. It would be sensational, man. But I don't think it will happen, man. I don't think they'll ever get charged, bro. I reckon it just written off.
It's crazy. United are above you right now. It's mad at it, you know. After how you're talking about
early, man. Let me win the derby first, man. The derby, we're there, bro. Manchester derby. In 2 weeks' time, we will be there. LB. It's gonna be called the El Mudico because both of us are in the mud. You know what I mean? We're gonna call it the El Mudico, man. Yeah, man. It's gonna be a madness. By the way, yeah, just move on. Yeah, we got hella super chats to read through, but also I'm gonna leave the Bombers to the relevant clubs. So when we talk about Arsenal, Liverpool, we'll talk about after that. We'll talk about the transfers in that because, like I said, there's been a lot of transfers that's happened lately as well.
Just quickly say it just before you do the super chat.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of the Donnarumma signing then?
I think it's a good signing, bro. I really do. I think it's a good signing, man.
What I would say, LB, is that, and Don said it many times, Pep's not going to change the way he plays and whatnot, but playing out from the back might be a bit because he's not.
But you know what's mad though, Roms? Apparently, Pep's saying that like he really wants Donnarumma.
Yeah.
I he's going to save you points, bro.
You know what, LB? Maybe
I think he might change his style of playing out from the back. What he might do is opt to, whenever the ball's going back to Donnarumma, not force him to play out from the back, make him go long, still force to play out from the back from goal kicks. But more than anything, he reassures the defense more. Now their defense is a bit more frail. He's going to be able to make more saves, so put them in a bit better position that way. That's where I think they're pushing on for him to make this.
He's a huge upgrade on Trafford, bro. Let's just be real. He's a huge upgrade. Yeah. So I think it's a good signing personally. I don't know why people are so against it.
I think it's because of his technical ability on the ball. But I agree. I think like on goal kicks and shit, that's not going to matter anyway because you're not being pressed. The guy can't come in the box. And I think worst case scenario, you just say right. If you get impressed, just go long. I think the thing for me is because like what I don't want to see, and this is where Trafford went wrong against Spurs, and Trafford was really good yesterday because he didn't do this. Trafford against Spurs tried to be Ederson.
Yeah.
Do you get me? Yeah. So he was making mad risky passes that you just.
This game was good for Brighton. Trafford was good against Brighton.
That's what I'm saying. So yesterday, Trafford, he played the passes short when he needed to, but any risks went long. That's what I want. The biggest mistake that our goalkeepers can make is come in and say, I'm going to be Ederson. Because if you do that, you're going to make errors. So I agree. I agree with George.
People got to agree.
I've
I've got to understand as well that Donnarumma played well against Villa, Arsenal, and Liverpool, all Premier League sides of the Champions League. So I think he's going to be a good sign. He was excellent against Arsenal. I know what PSG cooked us, but in terms of chances we had, he absolutely
You know what, LB? You know what?
Nuri got spun, bro.
Don't think ill of the Algerians, man. I'll be real. Yeah.
Do you know what as well, right? LB, he's a cheat. Take it from me. He's a cheat code in penalty shootouts as well. If you get to penalty shootouts, you're already a bit more confident.
He saves 1 in 3 penalties. You know, man.
Yeah. I think for me, he'll save you games.
Euros as well. You saw him in the Euros.
You know what it is. You know what it is as well. Yeah. I think Guardiola's expecting more shots from Man City, so therefore I need a better shot stopper. So therefore we need to move on.
This is what I said in the treble year, when we had that sick defense. Like that was our best defense we've ever had. Ake, Diaz, Stones, and Walker. Yeah, you didn't need a Donnarumma in that, did you? Bro, the guy wasn't saving that many shots. You needed a ball playing, but now obviously our defense is weaker. Some of it by design. You are going to need someone who can keep the ball. So I don't know, man. I'd make the signing if it was me. It is a bit of a weird one, but I think Pep is definitely going to be going more direct a bit longer. You know?
Yeah, I agree. Let me get these super chats in. Guys, we got 3.5K in the building. Make sure you're hitting the like button, man. Let's get to 1,000 likes ASAP, people. LFC to win the league by 15 points. Man City second. Black Rogue says, doing the Don Riders is so good, man, against Wolves. You said people overrating Chelsea. Think you talked about the wrong blue side. Omar said, think LB and Pep Inners. Thank LB and the Pep Inners for ruining another season. Pep killed Grealish and his dead tactics. Oscar Bob and Nunes, our starters on the right.
Sorry, how are you thanking me? Am I in charge of the transfers?
Yeah, I was going to say that. I was literally going to say that.
Transfers,
it's a bit harsh. Bottom right was Solgas' first game week after beating relegation fodder. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Ryan been missing since.
Wow.
Pep the issue, and you're deluded if you think not. Wow. DP and Don FC, did LB not say
Arteta
should win regardless of squad or recruitment? Plus, he did not say all managers should adapt. 1 in 13 LB. Where are the convos about Pep?
We're having the conversations about Pep.
Yeah, we are to be fair. Tite says Doku out, Kovacic out, Akanji out, Nunes out, Gundo out, Toiga out, Aki out. Now Pep has gone soft. Time to be ruthless. Bring us Rodrigo. No chance, Rodrigo. Do you really think Draco Malfoy is going to cook in our team, Don? I pray and hope. LB, you deserve this. Couldn't happen to a better guy. VAR saved Chelsea from got an apology. He's overstated. Liverpool, Klopp did and left. Not a tactical issue, says Omar. 500 million lost to Brighton. Don, I'll be real. Let them talk because I heard all this before. Keep talking. We continue to win trophies. Actions speak louder than words. 600 million and focus on domestics. Get this effing Pep out. Inshallah, United win the derby and we sack Pep sooner. That's crazy, man. You don't want your team to lose, man. Especially against Man United, bro. Omar needs to chill, man. Listen, I hear it. Bro, listen, you know what it is here, guys? Pep Guardiola, he's deserved a lot of credit. Like, he's won 4 in a row.
City fans want him out, Saeed. The City fans actually want Pep out.
Bro, I don't think it's the actual hardcore fan base.
I think the minority do. The majority still want him to stay.
Yeah, want him to stay, man. That's madness for me.
But I tell you what is happening though. I think there are conversations now, like about you need to be a bit more like, because last year, for example, I didn't blame Pep at all. I was blaming the players because I thought the players were poor. But now I'm looking at the team, I'm going, this shouldn't be happening. So you can't just not ever speak about the manager. And I know it is a difficult conversation.
Also, look at LB Ancelotti. Real Madrid fans wanted him out.
Exactly. So you have to have a conversation eventually. Like, I'm not Pep out, right? But I'm someone that's just going to never question anything that's going on.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I agree.
Spurs. I thought that midfield he played against Spurs was not the right midfield to play against Spurs. I thought he let that midfield completely open up against Spurs. Yeah. I thought yesterday, he should have done a lot better in the second half at 1-0 up. He didn't do anything reactive. So you can't just never speak about anything he does. But at the same time, I'm not Pep Howell. But like I say, I think he goes at the end of the year anyway, man.
Yeah. Let's speak on the Arsenal-Liverpool game. I'm going to start with you, Dan Potts, man. I'm quite disappointed in you guys, man, because I expected a little bit more. You know what I mean? I thought for me, Arteta wasn't brave, not playing Eze when he's fit and ready, played for Palace. You know, I get the older guy because he was injured maybe against Leeds, but bro, and I'm not saying here Liverpool were there for the taking, but Liverpool have been vulnerable at the start of the season. And Arsenal just didn't really exploit that, man. Gyökeres was isolated. I thought Madueke was probably your best player, which says a lot, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, like, bro, like, it's disappointing, man, with you lot, man. You didn't really go for it, man.
Nah, and it's all on the manager, bro. The manager's a scaredy cat, bro. The manager is an absolute scaredy cat when it comes to these scenarios, it comes to these big games. Oh, the big six, he's got such a good record against. He hasn't lost against any of them yet, but he's never won at Anfield or the Etihad, ever. We did this a couple of seasons ago, LB will tell you, when we went to Man City and everyone said, that's a mad, fantastic
Yeah.
point. Hang on a minute, we needed to beat them. We ended up losing the league that season because we didn't beat them. Do you know what I'm saying? We beat Man City, we would have been all right. So I look at the scenario of that and think this is like a 6-pointer now. I know it's early, but if we are going to be going for the title, which a lot of people are saying that we're going to be, we needed to win that yesterday, in my opinion, because Liverpool didn't look very good at all. I don't know if Roms agrees or disagrees. I thought Liverpool's front three were a mess. I thought Arsenal's front three was about as bad. I didn't know where Salah was. I didn't see Wirtz again. I didn't know what Ekitike was up to. Cody Gakpo was invisible. It was just poor all round. And we decided to go defensive. Now, with the team lineup, first of all, I was stunned he played Marino. When he's got Ethan on the bench, who played well against Leeds. Yeah. Odegaard's there, means he must be fit. Eze's just signed. Max Dowman's even there. I'd rather play him ahead of Marino. When you're playing Zubimendi, Rice, and Marino at Anfield, you know what's going to be happening. It's going to be defensive-minded and negative, right? You've got 4 centre-backs as your back 4, because Calafiori and Timber are known to be more central. Obviously, Timber's a brilliant right-back, but he has been playing central at times, and Calafiori is kind of left and central. So you've got 7 defenders. You can't lose the game. Go there by all means and take a point if that's really what you want. I mean, it's negative. I wouldn't particularly like it. Don't fucking lose it. And we ended up losing it by playing 7 defensive players. The whole attack was a mess. Saliba said, I got a knock in training. He went, yeah, go on, you should be all right. All of a sudden, he's coming off injured after 4 minutes. Big up to Mosquera, by the way, because he looked excellent when he come on.
You know what makes it worse? He was hobbling in the pre-game. You know the little run out that you do? Saliba does pitches. He was hobbling even in that, and Arteta still decided to play him. Crazy. This is the
decision-making from Arteta that I don't get. And then he gets to 69 minutes and he's still not made a sub. We've got Eze on the bench. We've got all the creativity on the bench. Odegaard, Waneri, Dauman, any of those options if you want. Even Trossard. He's decided not to bring any of them on until the 70th minute. Now, take nothing away from Szoboszlai from the goal. It was an unbelievable goal.
Unbelievable goal.
You know, Ray has been beaten from a long way out, but what a hit. Like, absolutely ridiculous. And he's actually been, I think, Liverpool's best player in the last couple of games.
I agree.
He's been outstanding. But if anyone wants to try and explain to me why Arteta is the guy that's going to get us across the line, I'm all ears, because I cannot understand how you've got a manager 6 years in who still shits himself when it comes to these big mentality games that cannot go all out. We're doing long throws against PSG in the Champions League semi-final, and now we've gone to Anfield for game week 3, and we've set up to try and take a point or take some form of draw. Martinelli, right? Martinelli. I've tried to defend Martinelli. And the last time I've seen Martinelli have a good season was in 2022-23, right? Now, I just want to land this. This is not me defending Odegaard or Martinelli or any of our attacks. It was dusty as fuck, right? But let me just explain this. Victor Gyökeres has scored 100 goals in 2 seasons. And away from home against Manchester United and Liverpool, he's looked dead. Okay? Is that Gyökeres is just a flop and he's a bit crap and them 100 games are all fluky? Or is it actually attack and don't look too good under Mikel Arteta? I'll go one further. Martinelli against Stamford Bridge goes through from the halfway line, runs around the whole team, just keeps going, and slots it in. He gets the same chance 4 years later, pretty much, not the same chance, but you get my point. He gets to go through, running at Liverpool, and he shits his pants because I think in the back of his head, he's got that heaven and hell on each shoulder where he's going, just run at goal, ignore your manager. And the other one's going, no, Mikel, I told you, it's defensive football. I think Martinelli's doing that. He's shitting himself. He don't know what to do. And I'm like, this cannot be the same player. Martin Odegaard, 15 goals. Martinelli, 15 goals in 22-23. Now the pair of them can't play football. Are they just bad now? Were they just fluky? Was it a lucky season? Or is Mikel Arteta destroying them? I truly believe that you can go through the attack of Arsenal and only Bukayo Saka stands out. The rest of them are all dusty. Martinelli, Trossard, Aubameyang, Lacazette, Willian, Sterling, even Trossard, to be fair, has fallen off a cliff. And then the players we've got now, Smith Rowe, Reece Nelson, Eddie Bloody Nketiah, none of them could do anything at Arsenal. Havertz, Jesus, and now Gyökeres. If this keeps happening, there is no way you can tell me that those players are all dusty. It's a common denominator.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
I think a lot of them
You
are
know what?
dusty. I'll be honest. I think a lot
You
of
know
those
what?
players in the set are dusty, and it's not all his fault. But
Off the back of Potts' point, I disagree. I think both attacks collectively were dead, but I think we both had an individual in each of our attacks that were good. I think Gakpo had a good game. He's the only one that, in the first half.
Madueke, I agree with Madueke.
Yeah, him and Madueke. But even Madueke, right? Let me ask you lot in the chat. Do you think it's a bit? People are bigging him up a bit too much. Don't get twisted. I think Ryan's passing was excellent, but he was getting him behind. But then I think Kirkheads, this is the same guy they said Madueke would rip. Kirkheads was blocking every shot. He was tackling him.
It was a good battle. I thought it was a good battle. I thought it was a good battle.
This has always been Madueke's problem, though, is he beats his man, and then once he beats his man, he doesn't know what to do with it. So he cuts back across and he goes back again. And there was one time he literally got way past Kirkers, and I was like, oh, you're in a great position here, edge of the 6-yard box, just slap it across goal. He cuts it back, and then cuts it back and just kicks to win a corner. And he done that about 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, the end product isn't there.
He always done that at Chelsea. It's that decision making and those little.
I wouldn't highlight him yesterday though. I think he was the only one that actually looked like.
Yeah, the only one that I thought for me was doing something. The only one was brave on the ball.
If we're being honest, the majority of that game till about the 60th minute onwards, especially as a mutual and Saeed, Jordan, LB.
Yeah.
It was a dead game.
It was a game, bro.
It was a dead game. I think both of us were trying to cancel each other out, but. Me and Don did a show the day before, a couple of days before. I always said we would win this game, but I was expecting at least Odegaard or Eze to play in this game. When I saw Marino and Martinelli, I was more confident than I already was. I knew it would be on a nice edge, and I knew we were due a win against you lot, right? But when I saw that, I said, Arteta, and I said it before the game, Arteta will put out a team not to lose, not to win. He would just not want to lose the game, and it would backfire. I knew this would happen. And you know what makes this a bit sweeter? Because, I feel like we were growing in the game. We would start to apply the pressure, but I think it was always going to be a set piece either way to win the game. But that's what makes it much sweeter because we beat you by your winning formula. But I just feel like that's down to Arteta because I think Mosquera came in as well. I think Calafiori had a very good game as well.
Yeah, really good.
I don't think good this season, man. I think it was good. But for me, Szoboszlai, Konate, Van Dijk, and Kirkhead as a back four. This is the same back four people have been saying have been shocking the last 2 to 3 games. I think all 4 of them are good. And I said to me, remember, Don, we did a show before. I said, Konate, these are normally a game. He rises to the occasion. The last 2. He was so good, and I hope the injury isn't too serious. But the last 2 games, he has that loss of concentration. But it's always against the big teams. Konate will step up. So, I have to shout out Monts here because Monts was saying a year ago, play Szoboszlai right back, and he got the most stick. And I'm not gonna lie, Frimpong and Bradley have to now fight for their place. He's got that right.
He's been your best player, Roms. In the last
easy. What a free kick, man! What a free kick!
Yeah, it was unbelievable. What I couldn't believe was Arteta's comments at the end of the game, man, saying that Liverpool. I've never seen Liverpool suffer like that before at Anfield.
What?
He just makes things up.
What is he talking about, man?
You know what? Narratives. That's what it says.
The problem with him always has been, and it was again yesterday, is he's so shook to take a risk. He's so scared to take a risk. Like he went for Moreno in midfield because if he was actually a risk taker, he would have went for one. Eze is the easy option. That's not even a risk. That's easy. Like
I think he should have started both shorts. Both Eze and Odegaard.
I was gonna say start with Neri. If you really, you could have started with Neri. Now, if you were that concerned about Odegaard's fitness and throwing Eze in there, when Neri's good enough to start, throw him in the 10. He went 3 defensive midfielders, made the game extremely boring, and waited till 70th minute to bring on the subs or in and around that time, which we know he makes late substitutions to the point of when they had near to no impact because by the time they came on, 5 minutes before Szoboszlai ended up smacking it in top bins anyway. Like the problem is Arteta and always will be Arteta with Arsenal. Like, it's just that, like, and Arsenal this season, Arsenal have the same problem going. And I remember last year, the amount of times we got told, "Oh, you get 10 men." The excuse was because you had 10 men, you're playing defensive. Even with 11, you're still so defensive on the pitch. And
what makes me laugh? I don't know if you guys can explain this to me. Maybe you can explain this to me and make this make sense in your heads because it doesn't in mine. This guy doesn't want to take any risks. Okay, cool. Apparently that's the case, right? Doesn't want to take any risks. But he's happy for Raya to dick around with it at the back and take a risk. So
Yeah.
go forward and try and score a goal in. If you're going to muck around with the keeper, who I like, by the way. But if he, I mean, that pass to Van Dijk, by the way, was a judge. Was it? I don't know who he passed it to now.
Yeah.
Van Dijk messed up the pass. Yeah. I'm like sitting there thinking, so you don't want to go forward because it might risk, the thing, and also trust your back line because it's the best in the Premier League by quite some way. Yeah. So trust it. Yeah. Go forward and actually try and score because your back line, trust them, they can do some damage. That Mosquera looks a brilliant buy, by the way. Excellent what I've seen. Very good centre half, right? So trust this back line, which is stacked, by the way, that you spent about bloody 400 million on, or whatever the hell it is. Trust him because you're getting Raya to dick around at the back.
Well, that's why it doesn't make no sense because that's why it don't make no sense because I think he's got the best defense in the league, yet he doesn't trust the defense and doesn't want to open up the team. And you do this every time you come to the Etihad. You never actually come to the Etihad and try and put it on us. Yeah, Liverpool, Klopp come to the Etihad. They always try to win the game. When we go to Anfield, we always try and win the game. Now, don't mean we do win the game, but for me, it's like you're going into the game. Like for me, all Arteta is telling the players is that you're not good enough. Because that's what I'd be getting. Oh, he's setting us up like this. Oh, you don't trust us. You don't believe we're good enough. Like it stems from the manager. Like, all this is just a manager, man. Like, you've got to start going to these places and actually try to win. 2 years ago, you come to the Etihad, if you would have won the game, you would have won the league because you would have gone 6 points ahead. And you come to the Etihad that day and you just fucking park the bus. Yeah, I think we drew 0-0. Yeah, when we go, yes, you know what I mean, celebrated. And then fucking last year, you know what I mean, 10 men sat on the edge of the box. 0 attempt to try and actually win the game. What? Just because you got 10 men. And the problem is, what your fan base does wrong, whenever you lose the league, they go, well, you can't blame the game that we lost against City. You got to blame this game against Villa. Or we can't blame the game that we lost against Liverpool. You got to blame this game where we lost against Fulham or whatever. And it's like, no, you had the opportunity to beat that team and you didn't take it. So you don't deserve to fucking win the league because you ain't brave enough.
Well, remember this. We won the league at Old Trafford in 2002. We won the league at Old Trafford. We beat them there. We had to go to Manchester United and win there. Yeah, and that's when we won the league. We've done it previously when we've gone up against Manchester United. We won leagues. We beat them. We didn't lose to them. We beat them. Yeah, Chelsea's same. So now I'm going up against Liverpool's and Cities, and we're like, oh yeah, we've got a draw there. I ain't celebrating draws, man. Let's stop this crap. I'd have taken it. I wouldn't celebrate it.
And Potts, wouldn't you agree? Like, this was arguably the best time to play us in the most recent years.
No Isak, no Gehi, not settled there. Easily exactly. Vulnerable at the back, defensively there. Didn't even give you a goal.
I will say though, it's credit to Liverpool though. I know it sounds mad, but Slot's tactics in the second half was to be on the
so much better. This is why I want to give a shout out to you, and I was saying this in the build up to the game. McAllister and Gravenberch hadn't started a game since April, and people's like, oh, you're still going to look defensively shaky. I'm not going to lie, Arsenal did not make it much tougher for us by the starting 11 they had. But even when Eze and Odegaard came on, McAllister had come off by that point, but he counters it. He puts on Curtis Jones, which is a workhorse. Curtis Jones wins the foul. Zubimendi had to, I think he cut across him with his dribbles. Zubimendi has to bring him down, and that's how he even scored a free kick. But I think his light-for-light subs, he even brings in Joe Gomez, because let's be honest, the last 10, 15 minutes, we were under the cosh. He brings in Joe Gomez. Joe Gomez was excellent. Even Van Dijk, they had a set piece in the last 2 minutes where most of Arsenal's taller players at the corner, Van Dijk literally goes in between all of them, jumps up and just clears it. And it was in a crucial moment because Endo comes on as well. And as much as we do like Endo as the utility player, you saw what he did with Gyökeres. Sometimes he doesn't always have the legs. He can get out muscled at times. But I think Slot's been doing this since he's come to the league now. He will just counter the other opposition with subs. And I think Curtis Jones in our fan base is like, man, you either love him or you hate him for some reason. I've always rated him. But you need them type of players to come into the fold. But I just think even first half, McAllister and Gravenberch work so well together. And I've always said they're a nice defensive blanket for the back four. When you could see, when you didn't have McAllister and just Gravenberch, you saw Newcastle, they ran through us. And when you've just had Gravenberch and not McAllister, we lose that element of control. But if people are saying Wirtz, McAllister and Gravenberch can't work, I think it can. They just need more rhythm. They just need more game time together.
By the way, can I say something, by the way, yeah? Even though I want to cook Wirtz, his first half performance was shocking, but I felt like he played all right second half.
I thought he was all right, but let's not lie.
It's 160
he's
million.
Coming very close to.
He won't. He got
4 more games left. 4 more games left. The wicket.
You know who our next game is, though? George, he's putting that to bed against Burnley. I promise you, he'll put
You
that to
say
bed
that.
against
If you
Do
don't
you know
score
what?
against Burnley or assists, we will be there, bro. We will be
Nah,
there.
I'm doing that for Xavi, you know. I'm doing that closely for Xavi, you know. You know what I mean?
can.
Yeah, and
What
it wasn't even
Xavi?
Xavi's fault. It wasn't even
That's
Xavi's fault.
Xavi,
Jules,
you know.
Jules is doing an 007 for Verts. We're doing that for Xavi from day one, bro.
No, I
That's
will say though,
crazy.
I think Verts was actually good.
Xavi Simmons, bro.
I thought versus the second half. But
difference
again,
that we
guys,
saw
it's
from-
116 million though, man. We have to still remember
Do you
that.
know what it is?
Yeah. But Saeed, let's be fair. Listen,
He's
I
been
want
used in the different games, isn't it? Like yesterday, he was playing a lot closer to the striker in that second half. He was a lot closer to Verts, Gakpo, and a lot closer to Ekitike, Gakpo, and Salah. And he's picking up the ball in the half spaces a lot more and actually trying to make the final pass, trying to make the final shot. So he just looked a little bit more confident. I think in a few more games, we start to see the best of Verts. I'm not going to lie.
That's literally what it is. When I'm watching him, he's in himself. Like he's playing within himself. It's obvious.
Yeah, you can tell. You can tell. He's just kind of making things happen. But I will say, give Szoboszlai the credit. Raya, I don't know what he's saying about the. He's talking about the balls like a Jubilani, bro. It's not a Jubilani ball, bro. Relax,
He's basically saying he prefers Nike over Puma. Just another.
Yeah, man, come on, bro, man.
There's been a couple of them that are saying that ball swerves, bro.
Yeah.
It moves in the air and that.
But before we talk about Isak and obviously Liverpool's transfer news, 3 out of 3, guys. I hate to say it, yeah, but they've not played well and they've won 3 out of 3. That's scary, guys, man, because if they're playing like that against the teams like I said to you, Arsenal, Newcastle, where everyone's talking about Isak Derby, Bournemouth game where I felt like for me, they should have drew that game, but they got the win in the end. The fact that they go 3 out of 3 here, and you know what I'm saying, bro, and they can do that.
This is what I said. It's worrying. When a lot, obviously, rivals are going to do what you have to do. I get that. But when everyone's like Liverpool don't look good or they're not convincing, but we were still getting 3 out of 3, 6 out of 6, 9 out of 9. That's worrying for you lot because I kept saying it. We can't get any worse than this. We can't. We literally can't. And Gahey right now is on a nice side. I think we get it done. But Isak coming in as well is only going to take us to a whole nother level. So I just think it's long for everyone. But this is why I was calm and I wasn't complaining as such. And do you know what? Yeah, I was speaking to my boy about this. I think you'll see some games, not all of them, but some games where you might even see Gahey play as a DM. You might see Konate Van Dijk and you might see Gahey play as a DM.
Wow.
Maybe not start, but sometimes in games, you'll see him go to
Man saw that banger yesterday. I was like, get him upfield, moving forward.
No, I'm not saying it because of the banger. I'm not saying it because of the banger, but I'm saying there'll be some games.
You lifted your head's killing me.
There'll be some games where he comes into DM. You know, actually, I'm doing an hammer over here.
You're doing too much. You know you're doing too much, Rums.
No, George, he won't start in the DM. Let me rectify what I said. There'll be some situations in the game where he's like, you know, Gay, do your job in DM. I don't think he'll start there.
He might like rotate in the back 3 and whatnot. You never know.
Yeah.
What I will say, man, what are you all, man, saying? Isak's been announced here. How are we all reacting to this, man? Because
it's inevitable, man. It's inevitable.
Liverpool got to win the league, otherwise it's a failure.
We have to.
Yeah. You have to win the league, bro, and you have to go far in the Champions League as well.
You know what, Potts? I'm saying league and Champions League.
They got to win the quadruple. What are we saying, man? They got to win the quadruple.
You've got to at least win 2 trophies. You've got to win 2 trophies because you won a league last year. You can't do the same thing you've done last year.
You got to do a double,
you got to do a double. You got to do
Trevor, what about Trevor?
No, you guys are shameless, man.
Laughing
man. No, it's just nonsense.
Bro, they said the same thing about you,
bro. Defend your
you know what,
bro.
LB. I relish this pressure because I actually agree. I think we need one of domestics and the league. That has to be in the bank. We have to win 2 out of 4 minimum. The reason I'm not going to have
what do you mean you have to? What do you mean? When you tell me you win the Premier League, you're going to be moaning?
No. I won't be moaning, but LB, like with the team we have, I would want more than one trophy.
LB don't know how to have an expectation.
I would want more than one trophy.
Here we go, man.
You're too used to playing at Main Road. Too used to the days at Main Road. Yeah, we always hear. Whenever you guys start losing, it's, I grew up on this. I was playing Championship football. Yeah, we know. That's what you're used to. So, yeah, you wouldn't know about these times.
Yeah, I want to pick up 2 players, though, which look like their careers are pretty much done at Liverpool. Joe Gomez has been a great servant, 10 plus years at the club.
You should keep him, bro. I don't know why you.
I want to keep him. But I think.
Aren't they saying it's off though? They're saying he's not going Milan now, right? Joe Gomez.
Wait, is that recent
news?
Harvey Elliott. That was off.
No. The one that's off that I've seen was the Chelsea one.
Joe Gomez was off. That's the
Joe Gomez is not.
Gomez is off.
Yeah. He's not going.
That's not
lovely. So that's even more centre back. Cool. So I'll take back what I said. But Harvey Elliott, I can't lie.
It's done. Harvey Elliott now. Right now, here we go.
Right now, bro.
Here we go.
Yeah.
That's a good sign, for Villa, 35 million is a
Trying
bargain,
to throw
bro.
my way. I told you, ain't good enough
that's
for my
not a
team,
bad
bro.
signing, man. I
We
can't
got
lie.
Simmons, they got Elliott.
That
I
is a
can't lie.
very, very good
He's-
signing for
again,
35 million.
Yeah,
That's
they
a
need that,
bargain.
man. I can't lie,
That's
they need that, man. They need that. Listen, Sancho, bro, listen, everyone's got their reservations
Sancho?
about him and that.
You know what I
Sancho,
mean?
Elliott, Rodgers and that, they needed a little bit of
Oi!
spark. They need a little bit of spark, man.
They need a spark, bro, man.
Can
But
I
I
kill
think they need to-
shit, man.
Can I
They-
kill
you know
these?
what I'm
Can I kill these? 1 minute, Don. 1 minute, Don. Can I kill these Rodgers rumors? That I don't know who made this rumor, but apparently Rodgers to come to Liverpool. That's not going to
Nah,
happen.
no chance, no
Elliot's
chance.
going
Hey,
there.
listen.
That's what happened.
Bro.
That's what happened. But
Imagine, bro, you never know.
On Villa, I'm telling you, I watched them again yesterday, Saeed, yeah? And when they conceded that third goal, bro, some of their players in the box, one guy just looked to the goal and just did this. And just
They're
did
in
that.
trouble.
I'm like,
They're in trouble at the moment.
They don't care right now. They need this.
That's the masterclass.
Yeah, they need this
No, it is
injection
though.
of
You
static.
can't. They've needed signing. Think, you know, from last year, all those players they signed, they've lost about 5 of them. They had about 3 players on loan. Then they've sold Jacob Ramsey. They obviously sold Duran in January. They've sold quite a lot of players.
Sold a lot of players, I can't lie.
The team
Even
they had
Bailey's
Bailey, Watkins, and Marlon. Like it was a bit.
Nah, bro, Marlon
missed
is
a lot.
trash, bro.
But
Man.
I think Harvey Elliott and Sancho in there actually make them look a lot better.
Yeah, we
We
could.
need to-
Yeah,
and
yeah,
European
100%.
football, like they could do something over there. They could definitely do something.
Danny
know-
Lindelof is a madness. I can't lie. Lindelof got into Villa.
But they've got Lindelof in
Oh,
it.
Lindelof as well, man. Yo, listen, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. For a team that won't do that badly, like he might do well over there, man. Like he was never ready for Man United, but he wasn't. He had a good spell, yeah, at the start, and then he kind of faded away, bro. Like he was never like ready for Man United. But for Aston Villa, he could do a half decent job, man, over there, bro. But Unai Emery's under pressure. I know we're still on Liverpool, but Unai Emery's under pressure, man. But as a whole, though, Guéhi, if you do get him on the line, Isak, Ekatike, Florian Wirtz, the Italian kid, Frank Curtis, and Mamadashvili. That's 8 signings, bro. That's got to be one of the biggest, maybe the
Best
best
window I've ever seen, bro. Best window I've ever seen, honestly.
And how dare you lot say about FSG? You lot in the Liverpool.
No, there'll be no FSG outs anymore. Like they've done what we wanted them to do for years.
The man tried to compare FSG to the Glazers, man. You lot are nasty.
Yeah, that was crazy. Because
that was crazy, man.
Even there was a point there where obviously we didn't like them. We've never been as bad as the Glazers. Like they've taken us
bro.
far. We've won stuff. Like they're never as bad as the Glazers. But with this, like Pot said, it's all nice breaking all these records. I do think we win the league. I've said it since the summer. Even without Isak, I was saying we win the league. But I just think this makes it much more easier. But we have to now deliver. It's all good signing all these players, but we have to deliver. But it's a great time to be a Liverpool fan right now. This is all we've wanted. It's just when we're at the top, stay at the top, spend money and compete. And we're finally doing it now, man. We're finally doing it.
Yeah, man. Listen, Liverpool, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. For me, I'm not gonna change. We know what we're gonna change we're gonna do a new prediction after when we come back here when the first game comes back. I still got Liverpool to win now by clear, man. I don't think it'll be anyone close, man. Has anyone got anyone near them? Anyone? You know what I mean? Speak now or forever hold your peace. You know what they say that, guys?
I prefer not to speak. If I speak, I'll be in big trouble.
Go on, speak, bro.
Yeah, you just don't want to put the pressure on your boys. Don't put the pressure on.
No, I do want to put the pressure on my boys. 100%.
Go on, then. Put the pressure on.
I do. You already know what our predictions were. We predicted.
I don't know what you.
No, but
we left early.
I said Liverpool first, Chelsea second, Arsenal third, and Man City fourth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chelsea second. Literally heard that after this transfer.
Chelsea second, man. Boy. Listen, we're gonna get to Chelsea.
If they don't come second, Don should want Maresca to be sacked. I reckon that's what should happen.
Look, you're so salty, aren't you?
Standards and all that.
Salty, aren't you? You know what I'm saying? You love a bit of Maresca ball. You love a bit of Maresca ball, bro. Your manager.
I'll pass.
Hey, yo, like yo.
We're gonna speak about Maresca.
No.
I've got a couple things.
No one wants any balls, man. You know what I mean? Yo.
Yeah.
Don, I'm gonna come back to you. Yeah, come back and then we'll talk about.
Yeah, all right, cool. I'll be back.
Yeah,
What's killing me today? Sorry, man.
Listen, I'm not gonna. You know what? You know, Jaws. I'm not gonna be shameless in it, but you know, what I mean, it was a little bit of a blip. But my word, did you man get cooked, man? Yeah, Semenyo, my baller, man. I told people about Semenyo, man. People tried to say he ain't good enough.
Quality player.
What a player, man. And Iraola, that's the one I want. If Amrin does get sacked, That's the one I want, man.
You don't have the players to play his ball. You don't have the players to
What
play
about
his ball.
But it don't matter, bro.
What about Uncle 10? He could
It
come.
doesn't matter what you think, man. But go ahead.
No.
You're not
No. Let's be honest though. Like, Tottenham got cooked. Tottenham were outclassed. Tottenham outplayed. Like, there's nothing to deny that, innit? Bournemouth were just much better than us. The press killed us. Like the press from the front foot. I do think that our biggest problems was the team that we set up with, innit? I think we lacked a number 10, a ball retention midfielder. You know, someone that could turn with the ball in midfield and actually play it forward. We had nobody that can progress the play. When you play Saar, Bentancur, Paulinho, you sort of expect a very defensive, very robust game, and that was our problem. Is we went into it and we were just trying to duel them rather than actually play football, and they beat us in every 50-50. We seemed to just foul them consistently. It was a very stop-start game, and went into Bournemouth's hands, innit? The goal they ended up getting nice and early was a deflected one, but away from that, they were just peppering us, man. They could have scored 3 or 4 goals. I think our chance creation was near to nothing up until about 75 minutes into the game. And I'm not looking at it and I'm like, oh, wow, this is the first crack in Thomas Frank's armor. Like, I'm looking at it and I saw Thomas Frank adapt in the game. I saw him react when he started to realize that Pedro Porro was getting cooked down that side. He swapped and put Spence down that side. He also made the midfield changes and took off the players. So he reacts in game, and I was quite fine with that. I think he lacked the options off the bench to actually make a sustained impact. With the likes of Simmons coming into that team, a player who, you know, a lot of people have alluded to Tottenham not shooting for 70 minutes. He's a guy that creates shots. That's literally his whole game style, is creating or creating shots for himself or creating for other players and making that space in behind for those players to create. So I look at it and I'm like, the problem's going to be solved. It's a one blip. We lost the game. It's going to happen. You know, you got a new manager. You can't win every game. This is the first game where it looks like we've actually been outplayed, and well done. Props to Bournemouth. They were better than us and they won the game. Like, there's nothing away from that.
Well, your manager did promise everybody that he would lose games, innit? So
I'm not being funny. I'd rather my manager tell the truth and actually be realistic than come out and say, "Oh, we're gonna win every game." But like, no, we are. We are going to lose games. We lose games every season.
Have you ever heard a manager say that before? I promise you this: we will lose games. Like,
yeah, they've not said it like that. The way he delivered it was a bit.
That's fine though. But I think Thomas Frank, for me, is a guy who's just he's very realistic with his expectations, and isn't going to overpromise Spurs fans something that he doesn't think he can deliver, innit? He knows we're going to lose games.
I just feel like he could have worded it different, that there'll be tough times, there'll be ups and downs. To say, like, yeah, we're going to lose games, I think it was a bit like, you already know what I think about Thomas Frank. You already know what I think about Thomas Frank. I feel like this might have just been a bad day at the office.
A reality check. It's a reality check.
Yes,
it was just a reality check for the type of players we have, the type of ways you want to go into a game. He needs to realize that you can't set a midfield of those three in particular so defensive against a team like Bournemouth. You need players that can get on the ball.
You could do that against Man City, but not against Bournemouth.
That was the problem. We could do Man City, Arsenal, Liverpool. That would be fine. I think those midfield three work against all three of those teams because we're breaking those teams down. Against Bournemouth, we need to play through them. So you don't need those types of players on the pitch. We needed two more actual. We should have went with Bergvall, and to be fair, we should have done the same midfield that we done against Burnley, and we probably would have performed a lot better. Although I still think we'd have been bypassed at times. I think we would have progressed and created more chance for ourselves. But look, there is no excuse I can make in it. There's nothing I can do to like.
It was woeful. It was woeful, George. Like 68 minutes was the first time I think you had any form of shot, and that was Bergvall. That was into the keeper's hands. It was poor, man. It was like literally men v boys. It should have been like 5 or 6-0. Look, I think Thomas Frank's a brilliant appointment for Spurs. I said that. I think that's probably your best signing this summer, to be honest. I actually do rate him, but I think he'll make you hard to beat. But you got to do more than that, man. Obviously, there's rumours that you're bringing in Colin Mawani and other players like this, but obviously Xavi Simons has come in. Yeah, that's done now, I think. And Xavi Simons is obviously done as well. So Tottenham have got like no excuses about creativity, because if you're bringing in players like that and you've got Maddison and Kulusevski to come back as well when they do, Spurs should be creating, but
that's the way I see it, Dan. And like the problem that I see is similar to what you guys done. You started with a midfield of 3 DMs or 3 8s and a 6. What do you expect? You're not really going to have no one to progress through. Same problem that we had. The managers need to realize you went far too defensive in that game. And if I see him make that same mistake in another game, then I'll start to be like, okay, Frank, what are you doing? But you know what? He made a mistake. Hopefully he learns from it. We can only wait and see against West Ham, where they seem to have a new revitalized energy, and we'll see how that plays out against them, innit? But I can't lie.
Yeah, I agree.
The Paqueta celebration yesterday was cold. I can't lie. I like
that was
Oh,
class.
that was cold, bro. Also, do you see Wilson's run for the goal? That is proper number 9, guys. Did you see that Wilson's goal? You see it, bro? Look what he did. Yeah, he went this way, then he went that way, then he went this way, then he went that way, and then he headed it, bro. It's a proper.
I couldn't believe that result, by the way. I could not believe that.
Nah, man, bro. Not for us. Dead man. That man trying to be talk about this Wolfie guy. Like, bro, you need to.
Well, what was he saying the other day? Wolfie said he's finishing 5th. He said he's finishing by most of us.
Please, humble that guy, bro. Humble that guy, bro.
You know, I've talked about Wolfie though, George, and you. I think you said it as well. On his own channel, he's honest. You won't get the same.
Yeah, I know.
He's honest on his own. Big up for his TV, but yeah, he's not the same.
Man, he's humbling, man.
He'll get cooked tonight, man. He's on mine at 8 tonight. He's gonna get.
Yeah, but you've got Colomwani, man. Colomwani, come on, you got him in the score. You know what I mean?
That's a big song.
Decent signing. I look at it and I say, if he's the only forward signing, I'll be concerned. I feel like he should be the. Obviously, we found out Solanke's injury may be worse than originally thought. So if he's the new backup striker or new competition for Richarlison, good signing. Then it's a good signing, him as a striker. And it's just a straight loan, no obligation, no option. So can't really be mad at that. But if he's the only forward we sign and we don't get left winger, I am concerned because he's not good enough to be our starting.
I don't think he's a bad signing, you know. I've got to be honest. As Arsenal, I should be laughing, but I actually don't think he's that bad. I know it hasn't really worked for him, but I actually do think there's a player there. So I think he could work at Tottenham, but it's have to see, innit?
Yeah, he could. He's definitely better than Richarlison as well.
You live with Lookman, George, son. You live with Lookman. Or is
that's who I want. If we go out there and get Lookman as well, then I'm like, shit, we're moving.
That'd be a bad boy signing, man.
It's a 35, 40 million pound deal. Like, I don't think it's a lot of money. And plus, Spurs haven't spent on, like, it's not enough being spoke about how much money we've not spent this window. We got 2 loans in Mwani and Paulinho. We've bought. Simmons
I agree.
Away from that, we haven't spent money. Like, we've spent 110 million pounds on 2 players.
Bro, Simmons. I forgot you bought Simmons. You know what? That's a good signing for you, lot.
Man. Yeah, because we didn't do the shot. I mean, you know what? It's because obviously the last midday live.
Go on, do it now. Go do it now.
And I got what? A money sleeve. Xavi Simmons brings that, man. You know, people are talking about we will see who's doing the 007 watch and so on, because I feel like I've really got one of the best 10s in the league in Simmons. Like, that's how much I think he's
already. We're talking, yeah.
Yeah. I think he's so cold. I don't
think the year of the 10s.
Like some players, like some players have that like adjusting period. I don't think he's gonna have an adjustment period. I think he's played in so many different leagues, and I'm seeing him just comfortably fit in. I think he comes into the team, and you see it like.
Why has Don gone off, man? I wanted Don to ask you about this Xavi Simmons.
Yeah. Don will be here, man. Don will be here. No, I'm saying, listen. I think for me, he's inconsistent, but I think with Thomas Frank. You get a manager who can get the best out of him. There's talent there, bro. Let's see how he develops in the Premier League. Because in Bundesliga, I've not seen enough to be like, wow. But there is talent there, bro. He's almost like that kind of player that needs to be pushed. He needs to be, you know what I'm saying? Like, someone needs to get the best out of him. And maybe it can be Thomas Frank. Because look at Damsgaard for Brentford. He looks like a new man. You know what I mean? Under Thomas Frank, bro. Yeah, he's revitalized, bro. I think he got like 10 assists last year or something like that, bro. So, yeah, let's see what happens on that one, on that front. But Tottenham, all of a sudden, you know what I mean? Still top 5 for you, innit? After all of that. And Jaws, I'm guessing, still top 5 finish.
Yeah, no, I think in our prediction, I had you guys above us. Definitely won't be finishing above us. Let's just clarify that, innit? So we'll be above you guys on my original prediction. I had you man above us. I was doing the gaslighting thing, gas you man up for a little bit until the end of the window so I can slam you back down because you're probably going to be 10th. So, yeah, no, top 5 for us. I think that's the aim and that's the goal. And we got to be humble in it. I'm not going to do a Don. Let's just say that.
Yeah. And Mike says, took Tom the Tank Engine 65 minutes to react. Spurs had 5 shots and 1 on target at a time. Bournemouth had 19 shots, 6 on target, staying period. Listen, fair play to Iriola, man. He deserves a lot of praise, man. Really, really a lot of praise.
He's a great manager, man. He's a great manager.
Yeah, good manager, man. United got 3 points, guys. You know what I mean? Albeit it was last minute. You know what I mean? But if you guys watch the game, and I don't know where LB did a hate along and that. I seen you, bro. We should have won the game in the first half, 3-4-0. Like, I don't know what everybody's saying there, but Xerxes had a chance and Boomer had a chance. Ahmad had a sitter, should have scored. The game should have been done easily in that first half. It didn't. We then did what Man United do best. Burnley got back in the game. They got controversial. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was onside for me. I don't know why they're not doing this now, but you're not gonna score with your shoulder in it. Bloody hell, mate! Like
that was
It was
weird,
a
man.
sleeve. It was the sleeve of
Sleeve,
the arm.
yeah.
It was
Weird.
crazy.
It's harsh. It's harsh. But at the same time, listen, man, we got the job done in the end. Did we over-celebrate a little bit? Troops is telling me we over-celebrated. Yeah, we did a little bit, but that's where the confidence is right now. There isn't much
That's how low
confidence.
you are, man. That's where Man United are. They're celebrating a last-minute winner against Burnley. That's where United are, man. They're in the mud.
Bro,
Let's just say how it is. They're in the mud. Man United have not brought in the midfielder they need. They've got this goalkeeper coming in. I don't think they've got enough.
Lemons.
Lemon. I thought you were getting Emi Martinez. What happened there, man?
Nah, bro, I'm glad we didn't get Emi Martinez, man. I'll be real with you, man. Them like Emi Martinez.
He's finished as well, man. He's finished at Villa after whatever.
He's not the guy at Villa, man. I'd rather get someone who's up and coming. You know, ready, can improve as well, man. Like, I'm sorry, man, but like,
he can't be worse than what you got. You got two of the worst goalkeepers I've ever seen, man. Honestly,
bro,
man.
they're terrible, isn't it? You see how bad they are? They're terrible, bro. One of them apparently might be going to Galatasaray today, so we're waiting to see on that one. But yeah, man, 3 points in the day. We go to that Manchester derby, man, and it's all to play for. Like we got a 2-game challenge here. If we can get that second game against Man City, it would be sweet. It would be like genuinely, man. Everyone's been laughing.
That'll be your first back-to-back league wins.
That'll be the first back-to-back game in over a year, bro. And the first that Amran has had. So that's what I'm saying, bro. Please, bro. Can you win back-to-back games, bro? You know what I'm saying? And then, like I said, man, it's one of them where, 4 points out of 9. Amran keeps his job at least until, I would say, next international break. At least minimum, because I feel like that win has saved him time. You know what happened on Grimsby? You know what I mean? Right, we got cooked.
Looking at the table, you're only 5 points off the top. It's not too bad.
I don't do that stuff, man. It's too early, bro, man. Oh, it's too early, man. We're 1 point behind. It was like I could run it the other way. We're 1 point behind certain man. You feel me? It's one of them, bro. Like,
obviously, everyone's similar points in it. So
yeah. But listen, Le Mans, we need a midfielder. I don't know if United are gonna go get a midfielder. I'll be real with you, man.
Aren't you? I saw Stiller links yesterday. I don't know how.
Fake.
Hey, how about Gallagher, man? Gallagher's perfect.
Seen those links
Bro,
today.
we link with Gallagher, man. If we get Gallagher, I might quit, man. I'm gonna lose my head, bro.
I remember they tried to shoot me for saying this.
Yeah, man. I was well surprised about the loving that they had for Conor Gallagher.
Man.
He's all right. He's all right, but he's not like wow, is he? He's all right.
Allow that, man.
Gallagher getting chased out already. I had some Chelsea fans telling me, "Oh, look, Atletico want him. Simeone wants him already. What, a year in, and they're telling him to get the hell out of it." Yeah,
now, apparently, Atletico don't want to let him go. That is apparently it. They don't want to let him go, but
bro, they don't really fuck with him. I've seen a lot of Atletico fans on Twitter and that they say the same things that we were saying about him. He's a grenade launcher, bro. That's what he is.
Yeah, bro. But listen, that's on United. Last Chelsea game, Fulham robbed today, guys. We need to talk about how Fulham got robbed, bro. You man are very, very.
I want to hear nothing else, just the robbery. Yeah,
please. Say that you got away with that.
I'm not spending 45 minutes talking about a foul. I'll be so honest, man. We're going to talk about the game
happened, bro.
45 minutes. No. But let's talk about the foul.
I want to know, show of hands, who thinks that was a foul? Who thinks that wasn't a foul?
Wait. Are we trying to say that wasn't a foul?
It wasn't a foul.
It wasn't a foul.
They're saying it wasn't a foul. They're saying it wasn't a foul.
Now, if that happened to your player, he stamps on his
It's not a foul, bro. It's not a foul.
Let me hear the explanation as to why it is. Saeed, let me hear the explanation as to why it is.
Because for me, I don't know where he puts his foot though. I don't know where the
brother. But look at the skill. He's almost like
hold on a minute.
Stamping on a player's foot's not foul.
No. Hold on a minute. You got to remember, yeah. In that moment, yeah, he's wobbling. He's out of balance. He doesn't really know where to put his leg in, yeah. And I'm like, bro, what do you want him to do, bro? Like, you get me? Like, are we gonna give every single foul like that now?
The official got removed from our game for making a mistake. I don't know why Don doesn't get this. The official got
making a mistake
from our game.
They literally apologized.
They apologized to Fulham. It's clearly
You're saying that, and what we need to believe Don, because Don says not a foul. Don's right. Yeah, sure.
Man, I didn't even let him get a word in, bro. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't understand how man aren't seeing Muniz flopped the skill. He tried to drag the ball away from Chalobah. He missed the ball with his left foot.
What?
The ball even went away from him, and he stumps on Chalobah's foot, right? If he dragged the ball with his left foot and didn't miss it, he wouldn't have fouled Chalobah, bro. He would have left Chalobah, in fact, and he would have been able to play the pass. I don't know how you man are missing that. He flopped the skill. He tried to be Zidane and ended up looking like Sonogo, bro. A man are trying to tell me that it's not a foul. Yeah? And then Potts is saying, oh, well, why did the PJ Malo drop this guy? Bro, it was the game.
How did he flop the skill, though? How did he flop the skill, though?
What do you mean, how did he flop the skill? Watch it again and you see how he flopped the skill. Look at the drag back. He completely misses the ball.
Yeah,
He
but the thing is,
completely missed the ball,
Chalobah
bro.
gets his leg in there. No, Chalobah's almost waiting
You know
for
what?
Mahama to
Yeah.
get onto him. Do you get it?
Yeah, but he
You know
flopped the
what
skill,
we gotta
Saeed. Look where the ball was.
This
The
is where
ball
we
was
got
far
to be
from
honest.
him.
This is where we got to be honest. That Potts, LB, George side, had that been one of your players and the other team going to score, you're gonna feel aggrieved in some sort of way. Just because they apologize. Listen, just because PGML apologize doesn't mean you can't have your own opinion on it. That's a foul. I can't have that.
But the thing is, let me ask
I
you,
don't
should
understand how it's a foul.
Chalobah win the
Bro,
ball,
bro,
though?
I've explained why. I've explained why it's a foul. You're not watching it
So,
properly.
so wait, I just need to understand. Both of you have played football, so you're telling me any time a player steps on your foot, it's a foul.
Exactly.
Because that's what you're
You're-
basically
you're-
saying.
you're
You're
telling
saying
me.
no, you're saying
Exactly.
a precedent.
Watch
Because
it.
just
No.
let's
Watch it. Look at the skill. Look at Muni's foot. He flops the skill. Watch it. Watch. Look. No, don't pause
What
it.
difference does that make, though?
No.
What difference does that make? He misses the ball and stumps on his
still
foot.
going
That's
in
a
the
clear
same place
foul.
whether
That
he
is
gets the
actually a
ball or
clear
not.
Foul.
But Chalobah doesn't play the ball, though. Chalobah doesn't play the ball.
Neither
Doesn't
does
even touch the
Muniz. Neither
No, the
does
thing is, let me
What do you
ask
mean
question.
Muniz doesn't play
The
the
thing
ball?
is,
You tell me
okay.
Muniz is
Oh,
just running around him.
Saeed, look at his left foot. His left
Yeah,
foot.
but I
in the
know.
skill.
But also, though, if Chalobah,
You know.
let's say, for example, if Muniz didn't really get him on the ankles, yeah, is Chalobah winning that ball back though as well? Is he really got an
Yeah, but
intense?
Saeed, you're missing the point. Saeed, you're missing the point. Chalobah dived in there. If Muniz was successful in doing the skill, he would have rolled away from Chalobah and left
Still
him.
would have
No,
went
he
into.
wouldn't.
We
No,
still
he
would have
wouldn't.
went
It would
into.
make no
Play
difference
the clip.
whatsoever.
Play the clip and look at Muniz miss the ball. He tried to drag it
Bro,
back and the ball went
It
far away
makes
from him.
literally no difference to
Try
whether
it
he gets
again.
the ball
Try
or
it
not.
again. You're not watching it properly. Look at
I'm watching
Muniz's
it
left
properly.
foot. Look at Muniz's left foot. He completely misses the ball.
But his
Look.
foot's still going to end up on his foot
It's still
anyway.
gonna end up, yeah,
No, it's
bro.
not, bro. If he dragged the ball
Bro,
away
what
with
are
his
you
left
talking
foot,
about? He's trying to play
No,
the ball with his
He
left
was
foot. If he
always
doesn't get
landing
the
there with his
ball,
right foot done. He was
He's
his
bro,
right
right
foot
foot
you're
was
is
missing,
landing
you're
on
missing the
Chalobah's
point.
foot
He is not
regardless.
in control. He is not in control of the ball
No,
because
you're
he's
right.
Neither is Chalobah.
He's
Neither
not
is
in control of the ball. He has fouled the player. Man, are telling me now.
Right, Don, but at the same time, do you not think when you do a 360, your right foot was already rolled? You rolled it first. So
But
that's
he's
the first
injured the
thing, he
player.
rolled the
He's-
right foot. As he's rolled the ball, because he did touch the ball, it's very likely, but he did touch the ball with his right foot. His other foot needs to plant. It was planting where Chalobah's foot was, regardless.
Regardless.
Whether he
I'm sorry, Jules. He needs to do what he can. Yeah, you ain't got no 5-star skills, because if you had 5-star skills, you would have done that with flair, right? Do what you can in life. I tell Gusto all the time, do what you can when you're around the box.
Don, you know what Michael Taff used to say? You ain't got the facilities for that thing, man.
You ain't got the facilities for that, bro. Yeah, do what you can. Man, I'm not trying to tell me. It's like right now you're doing a roulette and then you headbutt the defender in the face. Man, I'm telling you.
No.
oh,
All right, let me ask you this then, Don. If you're running down the wing, you're running down the wing. The right back tries to tackle you. He misses you. You put it past him, but you step on his foot as you go past him. Is that now a foul? Because that's the precedent that this is.
Let me read the rule.
Wait. Let me just Don, let me just say though. This is the problem with these types of fouls being given, because it's not just this foul that now gets given. It now impacts all the other fouls that happen throughout the season, that other teams are going to feel like, oh, the scenario I've just told you, I've beat my man, I've been in possession of the ball, but because I stepped on his foot by accident as I beat him, that's a foul.
Yeah, but Jules, bro, a foul doesn't need to be deliberate. That's number one. Yeah, let me even read the rule. This is directly from the Prem. Yeah, let me read the rule to you. Right, if a winger dribbles past a defender, but his trailing leg brushes the defender's shin, the winger keeps possession. The referee will normally let play continue, because the attacker wasn't challenging the defender. He was simply moving with the ball, right? But if the attacker sticks out an arm, barges through, or swings a leg carelessly while dribbling, then it will be penalized, right? What Muniz did in that situation was fucking careless, bro. His heavy foot planted on Chalobah. And
What are you talking about?
Right? That foul was given. That foul was given, because you know they talk to you now.
He apologized though.
He literally said it was a careless challenge, but it was careless. He was in no control of the ball. He fucks up the skill. He fucks up the skill, and he absolutely treads on Chalobah and doesn't allow Chalobah to be able to defend. It's a foul. I don't understand why we're going back and forth about this. It's a clear foul.
Right, can we speak about your football now? Because your football stunk. You've gone on all summer about. Listen, no. For me, up until at least about the 70th, you've gone on all summer about build up, Maresca this, Maresca that. Don, Chelsea fans love to get onto Arsenal fans about set piece this, set piece that. You won by 2 set pieces, and let's be honest, without that penalty, without that header, you lot didn't look like you were going to score at all. And you know what? Last season, Chelsea fans would always say, "Look, you know you're waxing lyrical about your defense early in the show." And last season, Chelsea fans were like, Liverpool, who have they played? All of us on the panel, apart from your club, has played someone in the top 6 or the top 8. You're saying your defense is this, your defense is that. You ain't really played anyone yourself. So why did you
concede 2 against Palace? Why did you concede 2 against Palace? I conceded 0 against them.
Community Shield don't count.
Wow.
Why did Saeed concede against Fulham? I didn't concede against Fulham, blood. You know what I mean?
Time and time again, you told us this window, the difference going into this season is now we've got players that will finish their chances.
Build up.
We're creative. No Nico Jackson. We've now got Pedro. We're gonna be creating chances. We're gonna be finishing in every game. For one, in that you played a game against Palace, you didn't score a goal. And when we go to West Ham, you scored 3 set-piece goals against West Ham. 3 set-piece goals.
Brilliant goals, by the way. Brilliant.
2 from open play against potentially the worst defense in the league.
Set pieces,
potentially the worst defense in the league. And then you go against Fulham and you get gifted a win. You don't create nothing, but you're going to sit here and tell us that you're happy with the performances. You're happy with the way you're playing.
Look how passionate you're getting, bro. Look how passionate you're getting. And just to rub more salt into the wound, yeah. We've scored the most corners so far. You know what I'm saying? Hold it. Yeah.
Piece again, ole.
Piece again.
You know what I mean? At the end of the day, bro, listen. What did we just say about Liverpool? What did we just say about Liverpool? We just said about Liverpool that they're not even at their best, but they've got 3 out of 3 W's.
Yeah. Now we got to give Chelsea.
But listen,
we haven't even kicked into. We haven't even played our best 11 yet, right? And we have 7 points out of 9. Right, that Palace result, bro. I have to be honest. We could have won that game, right? But
Palace are good though. They're unbeaten.
Palace are unbeaten. Along with Liverpool and Chelsea, bro.
I would just like just quickly. Sorry, Roms. I just want Don to answer one question. And I cannot stand this football club. And George know how much I hate Tottenham, right? But would you rather have Garnacho and Gittins or Simmons and Kudus at your club?
You see, look, this is what Potts does. Potts is the Chelsea Grinch. Why don't you talk to me about João Pedro?
Never answer the question.
Why don't you talk to me about João Pedro? Why don't you ever talk about any positive conversations with Chelsea? It's always
because the 2 players that you were going for were Kudus and Javi.
Okay, we can have that conversation. Let's talk about the game.
And you ended up with Garnacho and Gittins, brother.
Let's talk about João Pedro.
João Pedro for me has been the signing of the
He's not going to let him answer it. Saeed's moving on to João Pedro. What's this all about?
Yeah, we are going to move on.
He's not going to answer. No, he's not going to answer.
No, answer the question. You need to answer. Yes or no?
Early on.
It's a silly question to be asking me because he knows how much I wanted Kudus and Simmons.
Yes, it's the same.
Wait, remember he was on the show. Kudus won't choose Tottenham over Chelsea.
Call him one.
We didn't bid.
Yo, listen, I've Tottenham got better for
a 3 than them.
I expect them to score more goals and finish above us.
Mawani, Simmons, and Kudus is a better trio signing than anyone you've done this window. Like,
you know what, Don?
Oh, wow.
Then score more goals than us and finish above us then.
Do you know what, Don? I like the lap, but I look at your attack and your only real killer looks like João Pedro. You're speaking about us. What do you say about Liverpool? We've got about 4 or 5 players that can just change a game. But you're lacking that cutting edge. I only look at JP and really think he's the one that could get you out of trouble. But I just still feel like
Lopez as well. No Fermin Lopez now, apparently. No Fermin Lopez.
Does that come through?
Yeah.
We're not getting Fermin Lopez. Yeah, but listen, saying all that
as well.
There's a lot of things being fired at me right now. But let me talk about my boys, innit? Because the other day, in the first half, we weren't great. João Pedro playing behind the striker. Obviously, the plan had to change quickly because Delap gets injured, right? George comes on, and he was not on it, bro. I can't lie. Even the goal that they scored, the goal that Fulham scored, yeah, it came from him and his loose touch. That's how we ended up losing the ball, right? But I thought João Pedro, bro, on and off the ball, fantastic, man. He defends so well. Like, he's so physical. Like, when you watch this guy in person, honestly, the way he gets in between the ball and the man, yeah, and he's just so good in tight areas. He's brilliant. He's been such a good signing for us. And like I said, for me so far, he's been the signing of the summer. I'll be real, right? And he scored another header again.
Remember what I said to you? For me, and again, people are going to go mad, but he's like a Bobby Firmino regen, but he probably scores a bit more goals. They're very similar stylistically, João Pedro.
Yeah, no, they are. He was good, bro. And then people like to cook our defense. Yeah, like George came earlier with the Chalobah, cooking and that. And George, listen, we all agree that Chelsea need upgrades on Chalobah and Tosin. But what we're not going to do is act like these guys don't know how to defend. Because Chalobah was arguably man of the match the other day. He was brilliant. That's what you do. That's what you do. You got Chalobah at the back.
Never done anything. I said you've got those two at the back, and you're still predicting second. That's a relevant point.
The reason why I do that, the reason why I'm saying that is because the reason why I say that is because I believe that our attack and our midfield this season will help carry us more. And we don't defend. We don't defend.
Your attack can't be that good if you've scored 5 set piece goals. Like you can't be that good in attack.
Hold on. Are you crazy? So hold on.
They can't be that good.
Okay, we can't be that good, but there's different ways of winning, right? There's different ways of skinning a cat, right? And right now we've added more to our ammo, yeah, with João Pedro in the box. Because in the box, he's a serious guy in the air, right? But defensively, everyone was good, bro. Chalobah, Tosin, solid. Gusto, solid. Cucurella, solid. Yeah, Esteval, I thought he didn't get the ball enough, but you saw him cooking Bassi. If Wemo couldn't even cook Bassi, blood. You know what I mean?
Bassi is very good. What I was asking a question though, do you think you are missing a trick not buying another striker now because Delap's out for 68 weeks? I prefer João Pedro in a 10 role because I feel like he can operate a little bit better there. Are you missing a trick now? Because Jackson apparently is going to buy in. Mark Gill, let's be honest, bro. Like, are you missing a trick there, bro? Like,
we're bringing back Gill, bro. We're bringing back Gill. Like, people need to realize, Delap got injured on Saturday. There was literally 2 days left. 2 days left of the window to go and bring someone in. Big up Potts, to go and bring someone in who's going to be happy to be a third choice when Delap comes back. Realistically, you're only going to get someone like a Vardy, and Vardy's actually gone somewhere else. We know Chelsea because of his age, right? Or you bring like an academy player, like a Gill, or even like a Mweka. No one in their prime right now is coming to be third choice. This is why Jackson wants to leave, right? So it's not an easy thing to do. But personally, for me, you might know how much I rate Gill, so I'm not even mad at it, bro. I'll be honest. I just hope this time round Maresca plays it. That's the main thing that I'm concerned about. Is he going to get the game time? But this time round, Maresca has to play this guy, bro.
You make a good point, yeah. And I think it's frustrating for Gill himself because Sunderland, I know it's only 3 games in, but they weren't playing him. But I can still see a situation where he comes to Chelsea. I know. How long is the lap out for? By the way, have they?
It could be longer. It could be longer than 2 months. It could be longer than 2 months.
Then you've got. I'm seeing Jackson now. The thing to buy is going to get approved. I think that's going to go through now. So out and out now to what? As it stands, are Pedro and him.
Maybe January, man.
George not a 9 though. You've always spoke about George playing in the 9 now.
That's why he's
I'm not playing George in the 9.
This is my point. I can
still George has been held back as well from that loan from Roma.
He's been held back as well, man.
But he's like third choice up there, man. There's no way he'd be above you.
I'm spot on with what you say. I can still see a world where Goo's coming back for Chelsea thinking, there's been an injury, I might pay, but I still think he won't get unless it's Carabao. At the moment, I don't think he'll start in Champions League. He won't start in Premier. He'll probably get like the last 10 to 20 minutes of games, but I don't think he's going to play that much. I understand the concern you have because it's like.
But the thing is,
record, by the way, what's Pedro's injury record?
Oh no, it's good. It's good. It's very good. I think he's only had one like long injury at Watford, but it's actually quite good. He had a one injury at Brighton as well. But honestly, bro, this Gill guy even he replicates a lot of what Delap does, and that's why. You can't. Yeah, it's cup tied. It's cup tied.
Yeah.
If you guys remember when we bought Delap, the first player that they tried to buy or loan was Mark Gill, bro. Because if you watch both of them, they're similar with how they play. Gill is a natural striker. He's a physical guy as well, bro. You know what I mean? I don't give a shit about the age, right? So we just need to play him, Roms. Because end of the day, you can't be playing João Pedro in every game. You're gonna run him like dry, bro. You have to play this guy if you're bringing him back.
But
Yeah,
then,
apparently-
Don, when you say playing, you just mean like introduce him as an impact sub, because someone just said in the chat, and you just said he's cup tied. I doubt he's going to start Champions League games like that. So when you say play, you just mean like
No, bro,
impact sub.
I'm talking about if you want to start him and you want to start João Pedro down the middle, you have to start Guiu up top. You have to start him up top.
Yeah,
because
but do you think Enzo's going to trust him in Champions League and Prem to start as your 9?
I don't know, because last year, first half of the season, I was seeing Jackson missing. Guiu was not getting a look in at all, right? And then he finally gets a chance against West Ham. Him and Pedro Neto help us change the game. We win the game, and then he gets injured in that game. So we didn't actually get to see him after making a real impact. Do you get it? So
Yeah,
end of the day, bro, if Maresca doesn't use him again, then he's gonna cook his own grave. I'll be real. He's gonna make his own grave. I'll be honest.
Yeah, let's see, because I'm not gonna lie to you. I think you're missing a trick, man, not buying another striker, but we'll see.
Yeah, but who, Saeed, bro? Saeed, bro, listen, I'm all ears. Tell me who we can realistically get right now to be happy to be third choice, bro. Who?
But then it could be third choice if you play João Pedro as a 10 and then Cole Palm on the right. It could be.
We're not going to do that, though.
Nobody's going to sign for you. That's your problem. Is nobody will sign for you at this moment. And to be honest, with how the Jackson stuff is playing out, I think that's going to push a lot of people away from wanting to sign, especially right now as a loss.
Yeah.
They know they're not actually going to be a Chelsea player. They're probably going to get sold next year. This is going to be a buy and sell.
That's what I'm saying. Just to finish, because I know Saeed wants to finish. People aren't comprehending. If the plan was to always start Delap and João Pedro together, I think Jackson would have stayed, because he's the next guy to bring off the bench. But when you're telling Jackson, okay, Pedro's taking your chain, Delap's on the bench, Delap's going to be coming off the bench. When's Jackson going to play? When he's got guys like Bayern looking for him, Newcastle, United. He was always going to leave. And I don't begrudge him for that, because he wants to play. He wants to play. Fair enough.
Yeah. Listen, people, I'm going to get the super chats in before we wrap up. Where did I stop? If he uses his left foot, he won't plant his right. He takes the ball away without fouling, and he's away. Chalobah has a chance to get back as well.
Yeah.
Roms is right, unfortunately. We were terrible in the first half, but second half we were much better. Apparently killed the morale of the Fulham team.
We scored the first goal at the perfect time, bro, because we had a bad half.
Last season, when Trent stamped Sancho's foot in the penalty box, I didn't hear no outrage. It's an agenda against Chelsea.
That didn't even go to VAR. I remember that. It didn't even go to VAR.
By the way, did you not think, before we wrap up, did you not think the Reinders was a red card? Because I think it was a red card. Reinders.
What happened there again?
When he won the ball, but then he fell into Gomez's ankle, man, and he nearly broke his ankle.
I
didn't see
the
Reinders red card. I think it was red card for me, but it's a beaut. You know what I'm saying? But listen, but people, man, we're gonna wrap up here, man. We're gonna redirect to George, man. He's got a show with Hooks right now, so make sure you go check it out. Big up to you, George, man.
Yeah, man. Big up. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Gonna go over there, talk some of the deadline stuff. Colomani, Bomba, and then also review, obviously, the weekend's fixture, Tottenham versus Bournemouth, Arsenal versus Liverpool. But yeah, man, make sure you smash a like over here and subscribe, people, man.
Come on, people. Come on, subscribe to the channel, man. Also subscribe to Don tonight. Blue Diaries, I'm guessing.
Tonight, I don't think there's going to be Blue Diaries tonight, man. A lot of the panel aren't available, but I'll be doing a stream anyway for deadline day. Ron, I got to shout you, actually, blood. You get it? But yeah, we'll be active, man. But yeah, me and Rats will be going live as well, about 5:30 people. So make sure that you lock in, man.
Yeah, man. And then Roms, man, Football Verbal. Make sure you lock into Football Verbal. My guy, man. Go.
Deadline day talk. The app should be out Wednesday. So yeah, check it out. Every Wednesday at 7 p.m. there'll be a new app. So check it out then.
Yeah.
Right, I only just clocked as well. You're doing a side rap. You remember what was his name? Jim White. Remember deadline day?
Jim White, man. Yeah, man.
I didn't look at this stream. The mic's been covering the yellow tag. I've only just clocked it.
Come on, man. We've got a yellow tag.
Jamal White, man. Jamal White.
Jamal Black. Shout out to Jamal Black. If you know, you know. But yeah, listen, people. I'll be back later on about 3 o'clock, man, for the deadline day. There's more transfers to talk about, so I'll be back there later on. Subscribe to everyone's channel. This has been a Midday Live. We are out. Peace.